And all in all, we need to know about our routine. We need to be on the winning side of the market. But even though if we lose from time to time, it's not that bad, because from losing, we are constantly learning, right? We are learning from our mistakes. It's not just about following signals. Okay, you have a system, you download it from the internet, you bought it, whatever, and it gives you a signal, and then you enter the market. If it's easy like that, everyone would be millionaires. So that's not the case. You need to have a routine. That routine is basically in your trading plan. So you should follow your trading plan, and you should also follow your routine, which is a part of your trading plan. You need to know when to enter the market, when to stay out of market, when to take profit, when to put your stop loss to break even, when to scale out, when to sit back and relax. So everything is considered a routine. So you should never practice to lose, because I know that a lot of traders just enter revenge trades, and they ultimately think that their system is great, neglecting the thing that they are doing revenge trades. So by doing that, you're basically practicing to lose, and you are not following routine, you're not following correct routine. I know a lot of successful traders, really, who are great, but they have problem with psychology, their own psychology. Because if you start to lose and you start to take revenge trades, you will be practicing not to trade, you will be practicing to lose. Because every single trade that is not following your routine and your system, which should have been good and tested before you go with big account, is basically a loser. Because when you do a good trade, which has not been followed by a good routine, proper routine, it's considered a bad trade. You should never look for any shortcuts, because shortcuts to become a full-fledged trader does not exist. Trading, as everything in life, requires patience. So if you want to go with a shortcut towards your fortune, I need to disappoint you. Those people who are looking for shortcuts are gamblers. Okay? Because even gamblers, I always stated, even gamblers can gamble on Forex market. And I don't have anything to say about it except that you can gamble. You can place your margin, and if you win the trade, then basically you can become really a very, maybe the happiest person in life just by gambling in one single trade and taking money out of it. But if you miss the trade, then definitely that will have a big impact to your psyche. The thing is that if you want to be a proper trader, you should never ever let gambling mind overwhelms you. Never ever. Always try to be professional, and always think that banks give you 1 or 2% per year, and that you are in advantage if you can make it per month. Never forget it. So there are no shortcuts. There are only stairs, or how we call it, stairway to heaven. Okay? Step by step to your fortune. Okay? You cannot take 5 steps up, then 10 steps down. It's like you were taking a shortcut. Live trading account is sometimes, and maybe this sounds strange to you, live trading account is sometimes the best way to practice. For example, usually what I do is when I make a method or system, when it's in beta phase, okay, we have alpha phase, beta phase before it goes live, I tend to open a small account. That account can be like $100 or $500 and test the system on live account. Because I know that I'm not sure how many traders or educators do that, but why I do that? It's because I want to get into the psyche of a real trader, of a trader who trades my live, okay? I want to see the traders trade what I teach live, not on demo account. Because of that, I deposit usually, as I said, a small amount of money, $100 or $500, and then, or euros, it doesn't matter, and then I test how my system performs live. And I try to enter the psychology of the mass to see how they will perform with my system. And if I produce good results, then usually there are some fine adjustments, attunements, and usually that is the final phase and my system goes live. So even though if you don't trade the way how I teach or how I tell you to trade by my analysis or my webinars, do not be afraid to lose when you test something on live account, because you won't be losing much. If you go, for example, with your friends or with your girlfriend to downtown and you have a party, whatever, you will spend that amount of money probably in a single night. So because of that, don't be afraid to lose money if you want to test something. Believe me, it's much better. It's a bit paradoxical, but you will get a point. It's much better for you to lose on live account than to lose on demo account, because demo account will fake your mind. You will always know that there is a demo account, then you can always add up some virtual money and that you basically can do it infinitely. But if you lose a trade on live account, you should analyze the trade, you should see where your mistake was, you should try to basically compensate for mistake, not by doing a revenge trade, but by analyzing your trade and next time following your system or your routine. Because usually problems arise when you don't follow your system, plan, or routine. And 99% of time it's your psychology. It's not market, it's not your system, it's your psychology. Okay? It's usually like that. The thing is that having a live account, you should always be ready to basically, let's cut it to the chase. If you open a live account and you start to trade on live account after you made a plan, after you demo test your account, then that will be really your first big step towards being a full-fledged trader. Trading on live accounts, you will get a courage, a braveness, and you will have no fear to enter the market. Because people who didn't or haven't traded live, they usually have paralysis of analysis. They don't know, they're afraid to pull the trigger. And vice versa, people who are very experienced in Forex trading, I know that, believe me, even from my personal experience, tend to pull the trigger too many times. So those are extremes, right? At one side, we have traders who are afraid to pull the trigger, and at a completely opposite side, we have traders who are pulling the trigger way too much. And those are usually traders with experience, who have really a big experience on trading live accounts. We need to find a middle, okay? We always need to find a middle. And you can only do that if you analyze yourself.